So welcome back to the WAT podcast. This is episode, 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row.
This is episode 9. Yeah.
Wait, that means we're gonna make 52 episodes. Holy shit. That's pretty crazy. Yeah.
I'm hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
But yeah, I guess we have important news / announcement.
Not really, but like basically, obviously, ever since we restarted, we've got some feedback, and initially they started out as a more structured podcast. You know how we had like stuff
Back in season 1.
and people would like some structure again, like from the comments we've got back. So we're gonna try to do that. We're basically gonna make this podcast about topics, like big topics this week and stuff like that, so that can include like movies that have come out, some really interesting stories that have happened. And we're also going to try to keep them short and, tight and not just ramble on about them. So those are the improvements we're taking forward.
Yeah. Okay. So hopefully there'll be improvements.
Yeah.
I guess we can just start off. The first thing that happened. I guess we can talk about WandaVision first because we have this. It's been 6 episodes and we haven't talked about it. But yeah. How are you liking it? For someone who didn't like the 2 characters.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The first 2 episodes were really boring.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was the average consensus for everyone.
Like the thing is, because it's a WandaVision and they have a whole cinematic universe behind it, which by the way, I feel like every actor that I know of has been in the Marvel universe. Like it's just crazy some of the names you see. But yeah. It was so boring, but because I guess they have the whole established universe, you push through because better things are gonna come. But then from episode 3, it picks up and just gets super interesting.
So I guess the reason why it was so boring was because of the first 2 episodes, they were just establishing everything, and that was the olden time. They were trying to mimic that kind of sitcom. And so everything was slowed down to match the pace of that.
Yeah.
But then as time progressed, obviously it got faster and faster and faster.
Yeah, and more things started happening and everything.
Yeah.
I still think it's a very interesting approach to go by. I don't know why they went by the decades, 50s, 60s, 70s. I wonder why that is. I'm still very surprised as to what the concept behind that
Why didn't they just start with a normal TV show, right?
What was the whole consensus behind doing it like that? Because maybe if they had done it a normal TV show, maybe it would be more digestible. But
at least the first 2 episodes would have moved a lot quicker.
And it would be easy. It's just like a normal sitcom. You sit through it. There's the laughing track, but because of the way it was set and the writing and everything, it just felt
No, I will agree with you. The first 2 episodes were a little bit of a drag.
Yeah.
I did find the humor a bit funny as well. I don't know, that's just me. But I do think that it is going well. Also, one more thing, because so they said that overall running time will be 6 hours of the entire show. So far it's been 3 hours and there's only 3 episodes left. 3 to 4. So based off of that, the next 3 episodes are going to be an hour long.
Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that because it's gotten to the point where it's just super interesting. So I'm pretty sure an hour will cover a lot.
Yeah.
But it's also really nice to see the actors from Thor 1 come back.
There's a lot of comeback. The officer guy.
I'll give it to Marvel, man. They really know how to make a universe. It just really.
It is it's. I was thinking how the fuck are they gonna connect everything?
Yeah.
But they actually properly connected. Yeah. They brought fucking the other guy.
Yeah, no, they've done really well.
I think that was the most that was the most shocking one when they brought in the other guy. And, I'm not giving spoilers, by the way.
And the thing the fact that it's a universe means everyone kind of has to also watch all the side things that they create because it affects everything else, and that's just a genius.
You have to keep in mind. Oh, this is where it falls in the timeline.
Yeah, and this is if I don't watch this, maybe I won't understand what happens. And that's literally how I started it. I was not watching it at all, And then suddenly episode 5 comes out and everyone's like, they've broken the whole universe. There's just so much happening. Everything's going crazy. How did they do this? And I was like, okay, fuck. If I don't watch this, maybe I wouldn't understand something else.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what?
So
I'm just
it is
gonna-
connected to the new Doctor Strange movie that will come out.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, the memes are pretty funny where it's just like Doctor Strange just like he's like saved like you know they're just messing up the whole universe and then he's gonna have to fix it. So it's just crazy. And it's actually pretty interesting that now they've just decided to like indulge in this multiverse idea. Because like Spider-Man is supposedly about that. Doctor Strange is about that. Now WandaVision is about that.
Yeah.
So it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. I think it's like a dream come. We were thinking, how could they top? How could they top fucking Thanos and everything? But the way they can top that is just opening it up to everything now. Just saying like fuck it, we'll bring people from everywhere.
Yeah. No one's too big, we're owned by Disney. If we don't have this character, we'll buy them. They'll come into our universe.
Oh man.
I can imagine Disney going into like a negotiation and they're like, we want this character, and they're like, yeah, we can't give it to you, and they just buy the whole company. They're like, it's fine, we'll just take all of it.
Take everything.
We'll just take it all.
You don't want to give us one, we'll take everything.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened with Fox, man. Fuck. They just tried to stronghold them so much, and then they're like, all right, fuck it, man. We'll just buy you out.
Yeah. No, but it's a pretty good show. I think that would be my overall consensus. It's really good. I can't wait to see what goes forward. And I'll give it to them. Like Vision and Wanda's acting in this is really good.
Oh, they are carrying the show, man.
They're so good. Like when Vision like comes to the realization about like the situation he is, oh my god, that might be the best acting he's done like in any of them.
But the thing is, he's never given that much screen time in the first place. But like this is the first time both of them have been given like so much screen time.
And they're doing so well. Like they're actually carrying. Their acting is so incredible. I actually love Vision in this show.
Yeah.
And I'm really worried because of the situation that is. Like eventually he will not be in it. But oh my god, that would be really heartbreaking because I'm really enjoying it. Even all the side characters are just so engaging.
Yeah.
Like, and okay, I guess this is spoilers a little bit. I mean, if you're listening to this, I would guess spoilers would be.
Yeah. Sure.
But like the transition from like when they're under mind control and then they're not, it's just staggering. Even these side actors, like how they're like all happy. And then
just like
and then
with
they
a
just
flick of a switch. Yeah.
I don't know what her name is, like Catherine
Agnes.
Hannigan, whatever.
Agnes
is like the neighbor, right? Yeah, but like I want to know. I think it's Catherine something. But yeah, even her like.
Oh, dude, she's insane.
She is so good. Like even that one scene where she was like, she comes in and it messes up, and she's like,
"Do you want me to start over?" And I'm just like, "What?"
Yeah,
like,
she's really good.
This show is like also kind of very indirectly breaking so many like fourth walls.
Yeah.
Every time you're just like, huh?
It's a really good show. Highly recommend.
Yeah, and then like when he, at the end of the episode when he was going, and like those guys are literally like NPCs now.
It's no.
They're just repeating the same action all over. Wow, dude, it's also now very creepy. Like at first it started off really nice and happy and shit, and now it's super creepy.
Yeah, that one scene where like she looks and Vision's just a dead body walking. I was like, fuck, that's kind of gross.
And then like even though this guy, it was a different whatever Quicksilver whatever, he still had holes in his body.
Yeah, it's a pretty good show.
Yeah,
like
I would say like
kudos to them.
Yeah.
For a lot of, because it's been such a long break, getting people back into it, they've done a really good job, and it's a really strong start to the Phase 4 universe. Yeah. Those are all my thoughts in it. Okay, what would you give a rating out of 10? Till now.
I mean, so far, okay, the first 2 episodes were weak, so I think it's like 7.5 out of 10.
I think I would go with the same, about 7.5.
Yeah.
But I feel like this, by the time, we can do like, when it finishes, we can do a short review of it.
Yeah.
But I think the way it's going will probably increase to a strong like 8.5.
8.5, yeah.
Okay.
I just hope they stick the landing.
Yeah. No, I really hope they don't mess it up.
Yeah.
Like they started slow, they're doing really well. Now I hope they don't fuck up the ending.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, now from one Disney Plus show to the another one.
Which one?
Mandalorian.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay, so for those of you who have not watched Mandalorian, also another incredible show. Like Would
Really?
recommend. Like it's
Really?
really good, like an 8, 9. Um, so there's a character in it, and she's a pretty good actor. Like in the show itself, she's done a fantastic job. Like really, like her character is good. The way she plays it is really good as well. But she's a hardcore. Okay, I hate bringing politics, but she's a hardcore conservative.
Yeah.
Um, and when was it? Yesterday or day before yesterday, on her Instagram story, she posted a picture comparing the way like the Jews were treated
To the way right wing.
to the way
Right wing
right
conservative.
wing conservatives were
Yeah.
are being treated, and and based off of that, she just got immediately fired.
Yeah.
So like obviously that's a big thing, but now then there's like people who are bringing in other things. They're like, oh, Pedro Pascal should be fired because he said some shit at the back then, and James Gunn did the same thing back then as well.
Yeah.
So the argument is that they did that like however many 9-10 years ago, and she did this like just this week, when obviously there's a lot more. How would I phrase it?
There's a lot more focus on like the media you spread, like,
Yeah.
because like she's also apart from that, she's also like a very like big anti-mask person and stuff.
I mean, no, if you are a heavy right-wing
Yeah.
conservative person, you are very anti-mask, anti-everything,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay, I guess if we say that, then we're showing our personal bias, but maybe that's true. So
Yeah,
she's and like sometimes you just like you don't want to be associated with them because let's be honest, Disney is about making money, and if you have such like people who cause so much drama and like it just gives the show a bad rep or whatever, that just leads to less people viewing
I
it.
mean, if she would be in the show, you would have like the far
Yeah.
left people be like, "Fuck it, boycott it," like based off of what she
Yeah.
said.
And I mean, right now the right wing are doing the same.
Mm.
And I
Like,
mean,
cancel Mandalorian or cancel Disney Plus.
it's really stupid because like, no, I don't understand like why they have such a big problem, but I also sometimes don't understand Disney itself because like Disney shot Mulan in like China right near the camps, like the the Muslim
The
camps,
Muslim camps, yeah.
and everyone was like, oh, and then the star of Mulan herself was like in
A
like
hardcore CCP, whatever.
yeah, like she was like against the Hong Kong protests and stuff. So I don't understand how they make their decision.
The double standard is there,
Yeah.
obviously.
But again, I'm not saying like
But then again,
Yeah.
I guess they did that to appeal to the Chinese audience.
yeah, maybe
And China is a fucking massive market. That's where
yeah.
they get all their cash from.
Like I guess at the end of the day, yeah, like people still think it's like a right wing or left wing, decision, but it's just about money. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's like we're not gonna seclude this entire giant market just because you think that we should like.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if it like
As cruel as
Yeah.
it sounds, that's what it is
yeah,
about.
if it brings us the money, then we're not gonna really stand for it. Like
Yeah.
we'll let it slide. So
Yeah.
in no way am I saying that like her being released is not justified. Like she deserves to like
Have some punishment based on
lose
what
her
she said.
like lose her job or whatever. And and in this age, like spreading misinformation like that is also
Very dangerous.
and it's also really demeaning to compare like it to like Jews in the Nazi time. Like that's such a strong comparison.
That is a strong
Yeah,
comparison.
like and it's so demeaning to those people, like what they went through, and like just comparing it to
No, I think it's also because the Mandalorian itself was a very kid-safe show.
Yeah.
So you will have a lot of kids who follow her,
Yeah.
who are very impressionable as well at the same time. So then you're spreading information to those impressionable kids.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was like someone like fucking Ryan Reynolds, who was in Deadpool, right? Okay, I mean, this is just stupid. I guess I should not say this, but like, it's different. Like the consequences.
No, I still feel like
I
the consequences.
like the consequences should be the same. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But I feel like based
There's
off
a
of
bigger impact.
no, I feel like there's a smaller impact because you don't have many impressionable people following you.
No, that's a lie. Ryan Reynolds is
Not
one of the
Ryan
big.
Reynolds,
Okay,
not Ryan Reynolds. Like
just someone who would be in an adult show.
someone who's been in like only our 18 or whatever 18 or
Yeah.
mature audience TV shows.
But no one like that exists. Like, there's no one like that. Everyone exists in all types of like. There's no one who is just like I'm just gonna be in R-rated movies, whatever. Everyone has a following of their own kind. Everyone has like
Yeah, no, that's true.
There's no one in the media that exists that only has a following of a certain age. Like
Minus
that's-
porn stars.
I would still say like they still have a following of young audience.
But not impressionable ones. I wouldn't say 13, 14, 15
When
year
did you
olds.
start watching porn?
No, way earlier.
Yeah, there you go.
But I didn't follow anyone.
Yeah, but at that time when you were 14, was like
Social media thing.
was it that big?
No.
Because I remember the only thing I was part of was Facebook.
Yeah, and you can't
And
really.
you're not gonna add
No fucking way.
yeah, you're not gonna add porn stars on Facebook. That's just ridiculous. So,
Because it shows that to everyone.
yeah, but like maybe right now it could be, but
No, that's true. I guess
Yeah.
that's true.
so yeah, that was a very interesting just the logic that exists sometimes is just so strange. Like everyone's like, oh, I am not gonna delve into it because you can't even give examples. It's a very justified decision, but also the reaction is also just from the right wing. I guess is just.
I think from
So
both sides it's
extreme,
just
yeah.
a little strange.
I mean, yeah. No matter what happens, the reaction from each side is always just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I guess it's all also just a straw, like a small sometimes I wonder if that's actually a true statement. Like it's just a small minority, like who are just the loudest.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always the loud minority.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone else just watches from the sidelines, and you have the fucking loud people.
Yeah. And sometimes people have really good takes on this, which is just drowned out by people typing in all caps lock. That's it.
Yeah.
So.
And the people who are usually typing in most caps lock and are like the ones who have big followings.
But it's really funny to watch sometimes like them like typing in caps lock and then someone will like respond to them
And then the respond will have more likes than the actual guy. Yeah. No.
Or like this sometimes it's just like they're countered with logic that they just can't refute and they'll give the dumbest explanation. So it's all
honestly, Twitter is just the best place for this.
yeah, it's you find some really people who think they're really smart who are just really aren't. Like I mean, we got that priceless like the senator who's like, I'm a gay black man.
All right, yeah. Oh my.
You would never get that
fucking
anywhere
God.
else. You would never get that anywhere else. His profile picture, everything is there, and he's just like, yeah, I'm a gay black man. Man, like sometimes I wonder, like imagine being a kid of that person, like like imagine going to school, how much you're gonna get roasted.
You could get bullied.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
And you can never live it down. But also, if you do stupid stuff like that, you get what's coming to you.
Yeah.
Maybe
no.
not the kids.
Not the kids. Poor
but-
kids, but fuck, you get what's coming to you. That is very true.
All right.
Okay.
Speaking of dumb decisions, I have a thing that I want to ask you about.
Okay, let's ask.
So I don't know if you follow this, but there was a girl recently who put Gorilla Glue in her hair.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. No, like so she put Gorilla Glue in her hair. It got stuck. I think she went to the doctor finally, and she like getting surgery or something to remove it. So she said, "I want to raise money for it," and her bill was $2,100, and she's ended up raising $21,000. So people are like, is it justified to like give so much money when it's her own stupidity?
First of all, I don't know how true this is, but there was a plastic surgeon who literally offered to do the surgery for free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
So you have a guy who is literally offering to do the shit for free, but you still want to get money.
Yeah, no. So at the end, initially when I saw it, I was like, I see where people are coming from. Like, why are people giving so much money to her? Like, it's her own stupidity.
It's her own stupidity.
But again, at the end of the day, it's like your people's own money. Like, do whatever.
I mean, you do whatever you want.
Yeah, like people at the end of the day donated like for Kylie Jenner to become a billionaire. Like
that is true.
So you can't really, like, it just makes me question what people do with their money. Like I would never sit there and be like, I want to donate to this. But I guess there are also no people with their own money doing this. It's kids with, I don't know. Like okay, Kylie
Who the
Jenner.
fuck did who like okay like oh look, I'm guessing that Kylie Jenner was just simps.
Yeah, or just like kids, like kids with like their dad's credit card and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna donate
Like $10 or
$10 or
whatever.
whatever. But like with this, I'm pretty sure she doesn't have like a fan base or something. So
No.
is it just like sympathetic individuals or like
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, but and
But
like
man, like how do you sympathize with someone that stupid?
I really
As cruel as it sounds.
yeah, like I guess, but I guess you would also like people just make mistakes sometimes. Like if
Dude, that is not a mistake.
yeah,
That is not a mistake.
I don't know how she ended up in that position, but like, I mean,
That
okay,
is not a
let's
fucking mistake,
okay,
bro.
okay. Let me ask you this question.
Uh-huh.
Okay, last week
Yeah.
you went to the cops. Okay,
Right.
you did something stupid, right?
Right.
Okay. Let's say you weren't in the position that you are, and you are like, okay, now I'm going to court because of all of this or whatever. I need to raise 20,000. Would you not like be like, okay, I made a mistake, and there'll be like last time we did a
I don't
podcast.
think it's comparable.
I guess it's not like there's a difference between putting Gorilla Glue in your hair and just like being afraid in the moment and thinking, someone is a cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I'm just trying to find like a way to.
I honestly don't see like how dumb can you be? First of all, it says on the fucking bottle that you can't put this anywhere. Like you can't. You're supposed to fucking wear gloves while applying it, and this bitch just put it on her head.
I mean, we don't have to call her a bitch. We don't have to be mean.
Okay, fine. This woman.
Yeah.
Apologies. This woman just put it on her head.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that it didn't go anywhere else.
What do you mean?
Like,
oh,
cause it's
just
a spray.
Yeah.
Like, cause
Yeah.
it's a spray, so where like it can go everywhere.
Yeah. No,
Like fucking thank God.
Yeah,
Imagine it went in her eyes and
or
shit.
like imagine that like it went behind her ears and ears
Oh,
got stuck. There's so much
dude.
things that could happen because like hair is everywhere.
Yeah.
So like imagine her ears just get stuck. Or
Dude,
something.
man, fuck. But
Yeah.
she wanted her hair to be like that, so I guess now forever it'll be.
Yeah, no, I mean she's getting surgery. I wonder what they'll do. Like, I wonder how they're gonna, like.
How do you take it off?
I have no idea. Like, so I'm a very like squeamish person, so I was like gonna Google how to do it, but I just didn't want to know. Like,
Do they just take off her scalp and like fucking
I have no.
put
idea.
another one and then do a hair transplant?
I have really no idea how you get Gorilla Glue out of your hair. Maybe they have something that's like.
How do you get
strong
Gorilla
enough-
Glue out of anything?
I don't know. Maybe it's a strong enough solution to like, or maybe it's like a long ass process where like they just constantly like remove small patches. Like try like remove Gorilla Glue with using some solution. I don't know. I didn't go to med school to help people remove Gorilla.
Okay, listen, if someone has any fucking idea,
Yeah.
please let me know.
Yeah.
Please let
No,
us
I
know.
tried reading up on it as well, like how they would do it, but no one really.
Like, how do
explained.
you remove super, like Fevikwik or whatever?
But also, I've never had to think about it because I don't put Fevikwik in my hair.
No, just in general.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't used glue in a long time, honestly. I don't know.
It's just so wild to think
Yeah.
of, man.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy story, and it's pretty crazy. Like she got 20,000, but again, again, it's your own money. Do with it what you want.
Yeah.
Donate to whoever you want.
There's so many better things to donate to, let's be honest.
Oh no, there is. I'm still very confused as to why, but
Like, I'm guessing, did she get simps within that much amount of time? Or just
I
like,
really don't know.
I'm gonna dedicate my life to her, or some shit like that.
I really don't know. I feel like maybe it was people being sympathetic, but I still feel like people were criticizing her as well. That like she put 2,100 as a goal, but as soon as she reached that goal,
She should have just closed it, yeah.
But she just let it keep going because she was getting more and more money, which I guess, let's be honest, any reasonable person wouldn't close. If you're getting like thousands every day, like why am I gonna close it?
I would close it.
Yeah, but you're not in the same position as.
No, like if I was in the same, I would close it.
Yeah, but I guess it's also easy for people like.
Like she was getting fucking some guy offered a free surgery, like one of the best in LA or some shit like that.
No, yeah, I'm very confused by the whole situation, but I thought it was very
Whatever,
interesting.
dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, feel free to share your thoughts with us.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
yeah.
hopefully, maybe someone would like someone who, follows her or like has a position, kind of explaining why people donated to her or something. Maybe like there's a whole reason behind it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like long term, like the surgery happens, but like there's a lot of procedures after that. Like you said, like if they remove the whole scalp, that's one surgery, but like recovery from that and everything, takes a while. Medication, therapy for.
Dude, fuck, man. It's just sad.
I
It's
mean,
sad.
there are definitely better things to donate to,
For
but
sure.
I want to say who are we to decide what's a good cause to donate to and what's not. But I guess it's pretty obvious what's a good cause to donate to and what's not.
Yeah. Like, it's not like her livelihood was being affected.
Yeah, no one.
In no way.
There was no one responsible for that situation but her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like, I'm pretty sure if it was that much, that it was bothering her that much where she couldn't not do anything, like, where if she was walking on the street, someone would ask her, like, how the fuck is your hair like this? Just wear a cap or some shit like that. I don't know. Like, cover it up.
there are definitely better solutions than putting Gorilla Glue. That's for sure.
No, yeah. The initial situation should have not been there in the first place. But I'm talking about now that she has put it, it was not. I don't think it was to the point where like people were like bullying her, shit like that. Where
Oh no, people were bullying.
No, as in like bullying her for her stupidity, but not like, but like if she hadn't gone on the internet and done all this, right? Like said that I fucking put gorilla glue and straight away just gone to a doctor or straight away gone to a surgeon, be like, yo, like what am I supposed to do here? Yeah. Instead of going through this whole internet thingy, like I'm pretty sure no one would have touched her. No one would have said anything about her.
But like maybe it was like an avenue to also raise money or an awareness. Like maybe she didn't have the money because let's be honest, like in the U.S. healthcare isn't the
Very
cheapest.
expensive, yes.
So maybe sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Take the internet roast, but you get 20,000 in return.
Fuck, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I sat there and I was like, what stupid thing could I do?
Put gorilla glue on your head.
No, I don't know. Dude, if I okay, the final comment on this, if I was like in a room and my mom and dad walked in and I was just like putting Gorilla Glue in my,
They would just disown you.
I don't even know what. I honestly can tell you I don't know what the reaction would be. Like, or if I woke up or like I go wake up my mom and I'm like, yeah, my hair is stuck because I put Gorilla Glue.
No, but then you say I got 20,000 from it. Then be like, just bata jagya upar na. Just put it everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't care.
They'll go buy me Gorilla. All right, yeah. I don't know any other topic for this.
Okay, so I do have a question.
Yeah.
We're going back to TV shows. This is a question that I asked on my Instagram a while back, like last year. Yeah, and I've been thinking about this a lot because of the conversations I have with you, and so, but I don't know your answer to this question. I don't know. I don't think I know, but my question to you is, so have you started watching Attack on Titan yet?
No, I have not.
Okay. My question builds on that. Do you prefer watching shows that have a weekly release and watching it in a weekly release cycle, or watching like the way Netflix does, you just throw 13 episodes or whatever, however many at one go, and you tell them you watch how, like, or do you wait for everything to come out and then watch at the same time?
Okay, so that's actually a very interesting question because I really liked watching everything at once, and I hated waiting for a week. But as like we've grown up and you get busier with life, I also appreciate weekly releases because like there isn't like 20 episodes that you have to like watch all at once. So you watch one episode and then that's all you have to do. It's a 20-minute, 40-minute thing. But also sometimes you sit at night and you're like, okay, I watched one episode, but I want something significant to
More.
watch. So it all depends just how I feel like I'm okay with all of them. Like I
Mm.
don't have a preference. Like if someone decides to release their show weekly, I'm also fine with it. If someone releases all of it
Okay,
one,
so here's my thing. So okay, let's say for example you were to release a show, um, and you release a show based off of a weekly basis. Would you want people to watch it at a weekly basis, or would you want people to watch it all at once when it all came out at the end?
again, you see, I still think it's like down to preference. But okay, so
I'm
when I
saying you
write,
as a
yeah, yeah,
creator.
okay. So if I wrote a show, right, I would try like every weekly show has to have that thing where you like make the cliffhanger super good so you remember to watch it next week, and that's what I enjoy. So that's what I would include in my shows as well. So I personally, knowing that, I would recommend they watch it all at once because sometimes when they're really big cliffhangers, it really pisses me off. I have to wait a week. So knowing that I'm the creator, knowing that this is how my writing would be, where it would be tons of cliffhangers and crazy shit happening, I would recommend they just watch it all at once. And that's why I'm watching Attack on Titan
Oh
all at
my
once
fucking
because I
god,
know that
dude.
crazy shit is happening and I don't want to wait a week to find out the other crazy shit that's gonna happen. So when I'm gonna watch that, I'm gonna like take a Saturday off, like just watch the whole thing, make sure no one disturbs me. I'm gonna watch like
You're either making right now, I'm telling you, you're either making a big mistake or the best decision of your life.
yeah,
Because waiting fucking every Sunday, no, I watch it on Monday morning because Sunday it releases at like 1
yeah,
a.m. or some shit like that. But waiting till Monday morning every week is driving me nuts.
yeah. I think I'm making the best decision because I know it'll be like a whole emotional roller coaster that I'll go through, like just crazy shit. But I know that I can finish it all at once. Like I'm gonna start something and I'm gonna know how it ends by the end. By the time I stop watching it, I'm gonna know how it
Okay,
ends.
do you think the impact of it would be the same though?
Yeah, no, I don't think. I think watching it all at once has a bigger impact. I think,
Really?
yeah, I feel like when you go through the range of motions, like it's so fresh in your memory, like something that happened. But like think about it, like if I release episode one, right, and then like it comes or something comes back to episode one like 4 weeks later, it's like been a whole month, so it kind of dies down. But like when you watch it all at once, like episode something that happened in episode one, it's still fresh. So when they bring it up in episode four, it's still in your memory. It has a
But
bigger
don't you think
impact.
that's just information overload at that point?
No, no, I don't think so.
Because there's a lot of shit to take in.
Yeah,
There's a lot, like I go on the Marvel whatever subreddit every now and then, right? And people release fucking they're like, here's an Easter egg from episode one. And I'm just like, bro, like how do you find these things? There's small fucking details that you can't even like, oh yeah, like if you were looking really carefully, that's at the time you would like
yeah.
see them.
Okay.
But okay, I do think in general though, like for me, I prefer having both choices obviously,
Yeah.
but I prefer watching it the way the person who is making it intended
Intended.
for it to be watched.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think it would definitely have a bigger. I think it's a bigger impact when you watch it all together
Okay, fine.
because I feel like it's just a journey you go through. Like and I know for a fact that that happens to me because when I played Last of Us, right? Like I played it in segments, and then that was fine. But then I played the whole ending like 4 or 5 hours all at once, and I'm pretty sure if I played that in like divisions, it wouldn't have as much of an impact as it did. Like I know I would not have as strong feelings as I do towards it if I had just played it in like breaks. So I'm pretty yeah. For me, watching it all at once has a bigger impact than watching it weekly.
I see. I don't know. I
All right.
think I don't like. I always I don't know. For me, it's always like okay, the big shows like the shows that are like fucking insane will always be like a weekly release.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think that's anything to do with the writing of the show. Sometimes it's just like marketing.
Yeah.
And it also like having a weekly also caters to a lot of people who work. It gives them time to catch up. It doesn't like provide them with too many shows. So I think it's all down to like they sit down, they put a focus group together, and they're like, how would this work? What is better? And they do like their own research behind it and then release it. I don't think it has anything to do with like
I know, but like you just you have what's it called? different studios, right? You have Netflix, who releases everything at once, except they have Snowpiercer, which they release one episode every week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they do any other one. I don't know if they do any other one. And then you have almost everyone else who just releases weekly.
Yeah, but you know the okay. Let me tell why I think it's also better to release it all at once, right? When why Netflix? Because like Netflix shows spread so quickly, but I think that's also because you can watch all of it at once, so you can come to a consensus about it all of it at once. Like recently, like Lupin, the Queen's Gambit, like they came out, people like binged it, and they're like, yeah, this show is incredible. Like, so the consensus comes out really quickly. It spreads on social media super quickly. So it just gathers a large audience in a super,
Short
short
time.
time. It gets their views up. It gets
I
watched
think
quickly.
that you do that to hit the trending.
Yeah, you hit that trend. But like, if you have like one show and it's just starting off, people are like, okay,
Like we have a perfect WandaVision where you have like the
yeah,
first two episodes that were released on the
yeah,
first day, they were slow. So they released
yeah.
two episodes on the first day, so it was slow and everything. And then from episode 3, 4 onwards,
Yeah.
that's when the, like shit started hitting the fan, and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
now. And then when episode 5 came, that's when it like hit the top.
Yeah, but you see, also like I think that's different because if that was a regular show, I don't think people would come back to it, like regardless of what happened in episode 5. But because of how it impacts this whole universe they've created at
Okay,
once,
right.
so I still think like releasing it all at once also just gets you a much larger audience all at once. You hit that trending page, the consensus about it comes out, like, and it comes out about the whole overall show. It's not just one episode.
One episode at a
Yeah,
time.
because you can get one episode and then you get one episode that's really bad. So stuff like that happens, and I feel like
Game of Thrones, like
yeah,
basically.
yeah. So that's my
I think I get where you're coming from. Where you're like, when it's a weekly release, you can have episodes that are a little down. Whereas if you just binge through the entire thing, it's like watching a movie. So you rate it on the entirety.
Yeah.
And instead of episode 1 was good, episode 2 was good, but you're like, no, the show was good.
Yeah.
In general, because you just watched it together.
Yeah. Also, it like softens the impact of bad episodes, like when you're watching it all at once.
Yeah.
If you have like one episode, like even if you have two episodes like that are just mediocre compared to like all the other good ones, it softens the impact. But if you have, imagine 2 weeks in a row you get like really mediocre episodes, how that would affect your viewing experience.
No, I agree. I think I agree with that.
Yeah, so definitely.
I think they did. They think they made the right choice to have those two first episodes together.
No, yeah.
I'm pretty sure people would have just ran out of patience if it was just back to back.
No. Again, I still feel like they're just at a massive advantage. Like Marvel can do whatever the fuck they want because they know that people will still come back and watch.
Yeah.
Like they can put that twist in the 8th episode and like go watch through it. Like I sat through like the first 2 episodes because I was like, okay, something's big coming, something that's going to affect the whole universe, that's going to blow my mind. So I'm just going to sit through it. So Marvel has a luxury to do shit like that. I don't think other shows do.
Okay.
Other shows have to like.
Yeah, I think we're a bit. Let's see which other one that had was like. I mean, Chernobyl was one.
Yeah. Wait, that was a weekly release.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. But I think I also watched Chernobyl all at once. I don't think I watched.
Did you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, we were watching it together, and then we had one left. I think you watched the first 5 together, and then we had one left.
I'm pretty sure. Like, there's definitely I didn't watch it all like every week. I'm pretty sure I watched it all at once. Because also sometimes, considering they come out at a whole different time, like I just don't keep up with it. Like even right now, I'm watching like Kim's Convenience, right? It's just a sitcom, but it comes out every week, and I just don't keep up with it. And recently, I realized it's 5 episodes. So I was like, I'll just watch them all at once. So even when it comes to sitcoms that don't really have a big impact each episode, I still prefer to watch all at once because I just can't keep track. And sometimes like, okay, enough episodes have come out.
I guess. Yeah. I guess we can end it right there.
Yeah. All right, I have one really, we can make it short, but it's a really stupid question, but I really want to know what you think. If I have one lasagna, Okay. And I have another lasagna.
Uh,
And I put the one lasagna on top of the other lasagna. Do I still have one lasagna or do I have two lasagnas?
it depends.
Depends on what.
Okay, wait. I see.
Yeah.
I see. What the fuck? What is this question? Okay, it depends. It depends.
It depends on what.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me counter with your question with this question. Is that lasagna finished? Like, have you put cheese on top of it
Yeah.
and baked it? Then you have two that are piled on top of each other.
Okay, but what makes them two separate lasagnas?
What makes them two separate lasagnas is because you have the entirety of the first one.
Okay.
With, like I said, you put cheese on top and because you don't put cheese at every layer, you put it at the top,
Okay.
right? And then the bottom layer of the second one will not have anything under it. It'll just be the pasta sheet.
Okay.
So because lasagna has like the filling in between every sheet. But now between the the top sheet of the first one and the bottom sheet of the second one, there's nothing. There's just just cheese.
That's fair. So okay, I see your point. Yeah, I get that. I actually agree with that. Two lasagnas.
Yeah, you have two lasagnas.
I didn't think about it until today because I wanted to like have an in moment, like think about it. But you're right. It's actually two lasagnas.
What the hell?
I think it's two lasagnas.
Okay.
Two lasagnas stacked on top of each other.
Yes.
That was a quick
consensus.
Yeah.
Alright, good.
I don't usually agree with them, so yeah.
Alright, good stuff. Thank you for listening to this episode of the WAT podcast. We'll see you next week.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Fingers crossed. Enjoy. Goodbye.
Bye.